quick little video of what I'm doing today. This here is my car pod or roof pod, whatever you want to call it. There it is there. It sits on the top of the donkey. And I reversed it into my sister's veranda. And I smashed it really good and proper. So what I've done, I've sanded it all. It's all sticky tape from the inside. So all the broken pieces that came flying off don't go anywhere. They're going to stay there now. So I'm going to fiberglass all this. So I've sanded it all off. And now I'm going to make a little template out of some old bed sheet of what I actually want to cover with fiberglass. Then I'll lay it down on top of my glass sheet and cut it out, and then I'll show you what I do next. Now, I don't doubt for a second there's going to be professionals out there and they're going to say, nah, you don't have to do it like that. But if you're a novice and you feel this is going to make a better job for you, do it this way. I think it's a good idea. So what I've done is I've actually just ran a bit of a line around there. I'll show you this way. So when I lay my sheet over now, this bed sheet, well, it's actually a pillowcase. There you go. I'll be able to see, well, it's a bit hard to see it on camera, but you can actually see the line. It's through here. So I'm going to sticky tape here, here, here. Tape this down now, and then slowly cut along those lines, and then I'll have my template to put over my sheet. And of course, where there's creases, you know, overlaps, you could either leave it and make that a stronger piece, or you can cut your fiberglass and just give it about a ½ an inch overlap, I reckon should be enough. Okay, so I've actually traced the cloth on the outside. I've gotten to here where it's all gathered up and it's really hard to sort of see where it is, and it's folded over. So I'm actually just going to cut it along here with the scissors now. So here what I've done, where they overlapped, where the folds were, I've put a little slot, and I'm just going to leave it like that and overlap it, give it a bit of extra strength in this section. I've done the same here. It's all been cut. And I just need to cut the top now, and then I'll share what I do with my fiberglass.
And make sure you wear your safety equipment when you're going to handle fiberglass. Don't be a hero. After you lay out your fiberglass sheet, lay out your template. Trace around it if you want, or you could just start cutting. I would like to trace around it. That way, if it does move, I know exactly where it is. I don't have to try. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, here's our fiberglass sheet now, cut out from our template. And now what I'm going to do is make up the fiberglass mix, and I'll paint a little bit out on here, and then I'll put the sheet on it, and then we'll add a little bit more and just make sure she's all nice and wet and, yeah, stuck to it. And then we'll leave it till tomorrow.
From the US, Victor Wooten and the Wooten brothers.
Okay, what I'm going to be doing now is going to have me cups, okay? I'm going to have me resin, and I've got me hardener. So it's 100 ml of that, and approximately 90, how am I going to count that, drops of the hardener. 90, 110 drops. I'll probably count it, put it into something, mark it, because I'll have to give this a couple of coats. So that's what I'll do. I'll mark out 100 ml on a cup, pour the resin in, get my other little medicine glass, I guess, top that up, throw that in, mix it up, okay? Then I'll paint it on, slightly over the line, it won't matter that little bit. I'm going to sand all this anyhow later, clean it all up and spray it. So I did say this has all been sanded, yes? Anyway, it's been sanded and wiped down with alcohol. And then I'll put my sheet on. So this will all be wet. I'll put my sheet on with a paintbrush. First I'll put this on with a paintbrush, and then I'll put my sheet on and quickly go along and paint on the rest of the resin and that's it. Get it nice and flat, get all the air bubbles out. That's really important. You got to make sure there's no air bubbles. I had a hiccup while I was talking. All right, I can't film all this because I haven't got enough memory on my phone, so I'll just have to show you a shot of it after I've done it. Right, well, let me tell you, this is, I was way off with the template and cutting the fiberglass and saying, this is what you need to do. I've never done a job this big before. And with so many contours, it all stuffed up. And I even stuffed up the ratio because I put in 200 mil and I only put enough hardener in for 100 mil. But I added another amount of hardener, hoping, because this was still wet, and I brushed more clear on top of it, more resin on top of it. Hopefully she'll harden, but it's so cold. I don't know what I'm going to find tomorrow. I just hope it hardens and it's not one big mess. If it is, well, I've got to take it off, clean it off and start all over again. But here it is. So it's hard to see the glass sheet actually through this, but it's on there. And it came so much lower. You can see where I cut it. It's up there where it should be, the glass mat. I started on this side and I thought, oh, geez, that's a bit short. And I thought, oh, it's the contour, but it's stuck there. Then I started moving along and realised, oh, no, where's my finger? There. That's where I marked. That's where I cut. Anyway, so I ended up having to do more, and then I thought, oh, I might as well just keep going along, and kind of was out a little bit here. It doesn't really matter because the actual crack is there. So I've put plenty of glass over each side, but it's not really hardening at the moment. This one is staying soft. I think it's just the temperature. It feels like it's gelling up. Oh yeah, and I did a little job for my mate Joe for his metal detector, giving that a little bit of repair. Anyway, so that's it now. Just wait till I see how she looks tomorrow. If only I had a heater to leave on in here. I ended up putting it in my bathroom and running my house heater on. Okay, here's a video, here's a peek I should say, of it all dried. It did dry well, however I did have to go and put it in my bathroom where my heater is. This is the fiberglass line here. I did see my video played back. I did actually not cut up there. I did cut lower. However, this is a bit of a step up on my behalf. But once this is all painted and done, you will not see much because I am going to camouflage it. Okay, she's looking really good. An air pocket here, but that's not going to matter none. As long as no water gets in. I will fiberglass it from the inside as well. Only where the cracks are this time. As you can see, I only did the cracks. Much easier. Here's the inside of it all dried up now. I have to sand it because it's got a lot of like little spikes hanging up, and anything that's, well, this is the lid, remember? So anything that's pressed up against this with the vibration of the car, because I do a lot of bush driving in the donkey. Oh geez, it's like a wire brush in here. So I've got to get rid of all that, otherwise it's going to tear up whatever I put in there. Yeah, she's coming along. There's the finished product, all camouflaged and painted. It's been fiberglassed on the inside, as you already saw. Just take you around quickly. Hello. I might spin it around, otherwise we're not going to get the right light. And how I did the patterns, I just got leaves, bit of them, bit of raspberry leaves, and that's how I did the twigs with this one. Just placed them over the top like that and just sprayed them. Yeah, there's the back of it. That's what you'll mainly see as I'm going down the road. You're going to see that. You know, sitting on the side, you might get to see that. Oh, I've got to put my shadow in it, don't I? And this side, yeah. But anyway, that's it. Very happy man I am. Here she is on the donkey. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.